Is a different way to see how genuine somebody actually is. And you do this by looking at what they don't show you. That's right, you're gonna look at what they lack. It's gonna tell you so much about them. Here we go, it's gonna make sense in a second. If they lack accountability, they will shift the blame. That's what you will see. If they lack communication skills, they're gonna say that you are arguing. If they lack emotional intelligence, they're going to call you sensitive. If they lack self-awareness, they're going to criticize everybody else around them and those flaws. If they lack honesty, they're going to distort the truth to fit their narrative. If they lack boundaries, they are going to overstep yours and make believe they're not even there. If they lack integrity, they'll justify anything wrong that they do. If they lack empathy, they're going to dismiss your feelings. And last one, if they lack confidence, they're going to belittle anybody to make themselves feel bigger, and sometimes that might mean you.
Any justice in them. I don't find any pleasure or satisfaction in hearing or seeing that someone like Charlie Kirk has been gunned down in all likelihood for his political beliefs, although again, we can't confirm that. This type of violence for me is deplorable. It's deeply disturbing and deeply dangerous. I don't want to see celebration that Charlie Kirk was murdered. I don't. Charlie Kirk is a person. Charlie Kirk had children, innocent, beautiful children who will no longer have their parent. He also had the wife, but you chose to marry Charlie Kirk. I can't. Yeah, that's on you. But I actually feel great sympathy for her as well, at the human level of being lost. That said, let's also not be naive or reductive or overly simplistic in our analysis. Charlie Kirk made a living trafficking in violence. Charlie Kirk made a living speaking in ways that created the very environment that led to his death. Charlie Kirk is known for spreading misinformation. Charlie Kirk is known for spreading lies. Charlie Kirk is known for celebrating Black death, Black misery, for demonizing and dehumanizing the most vulnerable among us. He is known for, you remember one time hearing Charlie Kirk talk about how Black people were better off under Jim Crow than they are now. He apologizes or pathologized Black people, brown people, queer people, trans people.
As everybody known by now, Charlie Kirk has been deleted or eliminated. Certain terms you can use, but y'all know what I'm saying, right? Don't mind me. I'm getting over a little cold. But the whole premise, right? I'm not gonna sit here and trying to oh yeah, he was all this, that, and the third. Like I've seen a couple of, I'm gonna play something, but I've seen and heard of a lot of his talking points, right? And at the end of the day, nobody should be deleted over an opinion. It's an opinion. That's one, right? Um, if that's the case, why ain't anybody ever delete Kanye? Because he had an opinion about a lot of things. Only thing that they try to do is cancel him. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, right? Um, it's not just that. Like it seems like things has just been getting worse and worse and worse it seems like uh a beginning of a very horrifying movie in the sense of like Resident Evil or um what is it? Uh Z Z Nations Z something like just something apocalyptic, right? And I'm saying that because the things with Chicago and everything that's happening over there, like I feel like this is just the tip of the iceberg, and it's just going to tip into a point where it's overflowing, where you can't even turn nothing on now because it's almost at that point. Anytime you turn on social media and you tune into social media, whether it's social media, YouTube, or it's probably on the news everywhere now. I don't even watch TV. It's just, I'm not crying. Like I said, I'm pretty sure you can hear it. I'm getting over a cold. Like I recorded 2 episodes, didn't like how they came out. Well, this one is most likely going to be better than the other ones, but um, it's just beyond me how celebrating a death or celebrating somebody getting deleted, like almost on national TV. It was being covered live when it happened. It reminded me of JFK. Like again, I'm not trying to. You heard what Dr. Mark Lamont said, right? I'm not trying to paint him in a light of like, oh yeah, he's a murderer and all. No, well, what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, it still isn't right to get rid of somebody because of their opinion, regardless. Even Trump, like I did, like I feel as though if you really have that much problem with with a particular type of person, create your own infrastructure so you won't have to rely on them type of people. Not for nothing, if you think about it, that's what the rich people doing. You don't see them white people over there in that state that's creating their own town, and you have to go through the town owner or mayor, whatever you want to call himself. You have to go through him to live there. Create your own infrastructure so you don't have to deal with it. Simple as that. Like people are getting so that's not the only thing. It was a famous TikToker. She was getting off work, got on the bus, and somebody that was sitting behind her took it upon himself to take it upon himself. And, you know, someone deleted her too. Yeah, like this is becoming, like I said, this is the unhumanitarian things are coming fewer and far in between. And they're more frequent now. And that's the sad part. Because I just came across something else. Like a little while ago before we started recording, this girl, she was getting into it where I guess it was her boyfriend or whatever the case may be, right? And they got into a tussle. He pulled out a screwdriver. She pulled out a gun. Somehow they got into a tussle. He got the gun from her, shot her twice. Like, this is, and I'm not about to stay on one specific topic because this is I don't know, man. I don't. Right now is the time for everybody not to even pick sides and choose your loved ones. You have to, because it's dark times right now. You have evil people that'll do certain things because of their so-called beliefs or how they feel, or he said something that make me feel some type of way. I'm really starting to believe this is more of a good and evil fight. Like, this is the the humanitarian part that used to exist doesn't feel like it exists anymore. And that's what I'm scared of. Because eventually it's going to come to a point where a lot of this has to really be policed. Like, okay, I don't know how many of y'all follow cartoons or comics or video games or whatever the case may be, right? But now this is for all the superhero and cartoon people and video games. This is this the realm that I feel that eventually we're going to fall into is injustice. Eventually, Superman got tired of the BS that was going on. The superheroes wasn't doing their job, so Superman came in and Supermaned everything. If it wasn't to a T, if you seemed like you was doing something bad, or even if you stole a piece of gum, you're going to jail. You jaywalk, you're going to jail. Like, that's the sad realm I feel like soon enough that we're going to be in. Like, not the stray way, but prime example, the whole situation with the Chicago YNs and the military. Oh, don't come here. Let me tell you something. Regardless if you from Chicago and you think they can't mess with y'all, I'm not even trying to put a battery in y'all back. I'm not. I'm just being honest. Think about this. As far as the equipment, not the people, not the guns, the equipment that they have before they even get there, just the equipment. They can find all y'all. They really can. All they gotta do is fly a couple things over and just get a layout. Better yet, they don't even have to do that. They can just tap into satellites and see where all y'all at and just pinpoint y'all. Y'all done played enough games and y'all done played Call of Duty and all this other stuff where y'all can just like really mark people and see where they are. You don't think they gonna do that? And I'm just I'm just giving y'all an idea of certain measures that they can take if they wanted to go that route. But I'm just saying. Because when certain things get out of hand, right? That's when it's like a hand of judgment needs to come in, and then it's no longer you. How can I put it? There's no backing down after a certain point. There's no toning it down after a certain. There's none of that after a certain point because it's like you already forced my hand. I don't think everybody's putting a lot of things into perspective because if certain things keep going on a certain route, right? I feel as though the one rule that we really don't want, especially living here in this day and age right now, and given the fact that everything that this man is doing, one thing that we don't want is for him to declare martial law, because once he does that, there is no going back. He has to undeclare it. And the type of person that he is, I don't think he will. Excuse me. I don't think he will. Once it gets started and he feels that power, because I'm gonna say this. Once he declares martial law, everything, literally everything goes through him. It's either yes or no. There's no more House of Congress. There's no more Congress or the House of Congressionary hearing. None of that. He is the judge, prosecutor, and executor, the lawyer, the attorney. Like he's the whole courtroom if he declares martial law. Like I don't want that for us. We never had that. We never been in that situation. None of it. So why would y'all be okay or even playing with those type of thoughts right now? Like, yo, is it that serious for you to go off of your emotions and do something rational? You can't sit the fuck down. Yo, you don't have enough going on in your life that violence is the last thing on your mind? That's my question. You don't have enough going on in your life that violence is the last course of action? Obviously not. Because your first thought, oh, I'm going to grab this, that. He said this, I don't like that. You don't have nothing to live for. So instead of unaliving anybody else, why won't you just go somewhere and just travel by yourself? Or go somewhere and live off the grid, or go live in the woods. But if you do want to, go off and pew pew all day, go join the military and ask to be deployed. Like there's certain things that you can do to scratch that itch that you have, if that's even an itch of your own. because a lot of the times, a lot of y'all are brainwashed into do some of the dumb stuff y'all do. And I'm just talking about, I'm not even talking about one specific group of people. I'm just talking about anybody that their first mind or thought is to go into violent mode. And I don't want to be talking about this all day, bro, because it's 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 saddening. It is like this. Ah, oh man, like yo, prime example, right? Now this is coming back on my side. One question. Oh, Cool J, what you thought you was doing at the VMAs? It's not too many people that watches the VMAs or was let alone sitting in the audience of the VMAs that's in your realm of taking a night off. We can't just take a night off and enjoy the music. It doesn't work that way. Because it'll be just our luck by happenstance. We take the night off and we getting pulled over. And at that point in time, I'm only giving scenarios because it happens all the time, but I'm only giving scenarios. At that point in time, officer, how you doing? Why you pull me over? Oh, don't question me. I think, whoa, buddy. I'm only asking the question. Like sometimes it's just by happenstance. I know I feel crazy. I know I sound crazy. Don't worry about it, man. I ain't going, I'm recovering. I'm just stuffy now. But anyway, this is not no plug, by the way. Roz coffee, mushroom coffee. Shit is good. And I ain't even do all that extra stuff. I ain't even do all that crazy stuff. If you want to know what I put in here, comment down below. I give you my own personal recipe. You won't be disappointed. I promise you. I'm not gonna lie. When I started drinking this, it started helping my recovery. A Saporino. And look, as I'm drinking this, it's helping me unclog. But anyway, um, it's by happenstance, man. I don't think I'm not gonna say I don't think because we can have a lot of conversations. Honestly, we're gonna have if y'all wanna be down for the conspiracy theories conversation, comment down below. If not, hit my social medias, DM me, and I'm setting up a Patreon just for that. It's gonna be free. Patreon's gonna be free. You can just jump on and and most likely I'll probably be live on the Patreon and we, you know, go off of there and have that back and forth conversation. Um but I'm not gonna talk about a lot of that stuff up here. But it's from the tone deaf message that L Cool J put out. He probably now let me shoot him some bell. Probably didn't think of it that way. But the simple fact that you didn't take a second to think of it that way, that's the tone deaf part. You can't tell people that's in the middle of certain situations or in the middle of witnessing and seeing, and you can't escape because it's right outside the window or like right outside the door to take a night off. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's highly irresponsible. Yeah. That's highly irresponsible. That's highly irresponsible. I mean, not to get back on Charlie Kirkland, but like Mark Lamont said, a lot of things that he talked about kind of like painted his, I guess you could say, demise. But still, that doesn't cause for the man to get unalived. That's not it. Regardless of what he, I guess you could say, believed or preached or said or whatever the case may be, me personally, some of the things that I came across, I felt like he was trolling. I don't think he might have, but I don't think he believed in a lot of it. I think, you know what a lot of people have to understand? To get to a certain point of aspect, a lot of these politicians or people that want to play the political game, they troll. Y'all do know that, right? They troll to get clicks and views, or as the old saying goes, ready for it? Negative publicity is good publicity. Negative publicity is good publicity. So whether you like them or not, you were still talking about him. So that's what put him, kept him, and elevated him into the light where he wanted to be. And I say that to say this, right? The simple fact, and this is I don't know how many people pay attention to certain things, but I pay attention to a lot of things, right? The simple fact that look at this. Now pay attention, right? Because I seen this after I seen a lot of other shit. Now pay attention to Kirk. Pay attention to Kirk and the young black dude. Watch his face light up. And for somebody that actually believes in certain things, you don't believe he believed in a lot of shit that he was saying. I think, like I said, I think he was trolling only because it gets him to where he needs to be. But he gay.
I want to know if you still think MJ's the GOAT or if your stance has changed.
All right,
come on.
so it's a great question. How do you define greatness?
I define greatness as in what someone has been able to accomplish within the time they're in the league. So that's why I think. I want to know if you still think MJ's the GOAT or if your stance has changed.
All right,
come on.
so it's a great question. How do you define greatness?
I define greatness as in what someone has been able to accomplish within the time they're in the league. So that's why I think contributes to greatness.
Do you think it's easier to score points in 2025 or in 1995 in the NBA?
I think it's easy to score points now, most definitely now.
Okay, so therefore, when we look at point totals of LeBron,
Okay,
we got to take that with an asterisk, right? Because where was defense more emphasized, in the early 90s NBA or today?
Now I'm gonna ask this because I want you to pay attention to Kirk. Through the video, pay attention to how he's acting, because personally, I don't know nobody that's actually a racist bigot that's that interested in certain things, that pay attention to certain things. I just don't know.
Defense was definitely more emphasized in the early 90s, right?
Hold on.
Okay.
When was the NBA more popular? 90s or today?
I think the NBA is more popular today.
No, it's not even close.
Like-
NBA's gone down. It's a joke. Even
Oh yeah, like
No,
I think
LeBron
there's
even
still a lot
admits
of
it.
basketball fans.
The ratings are way down. How many NBA finals did Jordan lose?
He lost. He didn't lose none.
He pays attention. You can see he's somewhat of a fanboy of the sport. Like, yo,
6-0. How many has LeBron lost? But LeBron has lost, my memory, at least 5 or 6 finals. At least. I mean, every team. He's lost one with the Cavaliers. He lost one with the Heat. He lost one. He's lost all over the place. And so Jordan redefined the game. He brought the NBA from irrelevancy to the most popular phenomenon in every country around the world. Jordan had competition that no one else had. Jordan played against Magic Johnson. Jordan played against Isaiah Thomas. Jordan played against Charles Barkley. Jordan played against Stockton, and he never lost the final. LeBron played against guys that could never even compete with the legend of the 90s, and he lost more finals than he won. Do you know how you are the GOAT? You're the GOAT when you don't have to keep on playing till you're 40 and get your kid some sort of, special job just because you're a billionaire. That's how you know you're the GOAT. You're the GOAT where you're like, I just won 6. Thanks so much. I'm retiring. Thanks for playing. The GOAT knows he's the greatest, and he doesn't have to keep on playing to prove it.
Right.
now, I agree with the statement that he made, right? I'm not going to sit here and try to, like I said, he's not a martyr, none of that. Because at the end of the day, you paint. There's words and power. So whatever you spew or put out in the universe, personally, I think is going to come to you tenfold, whether it be right then and there or eventually. But anyway, it's a lot of things that's going on, right? That not for nothing. I think this is just like the tip of the iceberg. This is what's going to set off a lot. I don't. It's nasty because I see so many people celebrating that he lost his life, which is sad. It's sad. It really is sad because if that was anybody else, like, okay, the George Floyd thing happened, but here's the fuck. I think we passed. Now I can really talk. Here's the fucked up part about the George Floyd thing that happened, right? George Floyd, Trayvon Martin, and all this other shit. BLM got taken over, twisted. And then the company that made BLM or was backing BLM, they made a bunch of fucking money off of it. And they went from living, I guess you could say, in the hood like regular motherfuckers, whatever the case may be, to moving into to living in mansions and all this other shit. Like, I don't think people pays attention to too much shit. Like, I know I'm straying away from what I'm saying or what's going on, whatever the case may be. Cool, it is what it is, but I'm putting out certain things so y'all can understand and pay attention. I feel as though a lot of this shit is orchestrated. We have to stop allowing shit. We have to stop allowing our feelings to govern, control, and operate and make our feelings our movements, I should say. Oh, I feel like no. One thing before you should do anything, when you feel like you don't like it, sit back and sleep on it. Think of the pros and cons of the situation. Stop reacting off of your feelings because of how you feel for 5 or 10 minutes can change your life for 10 to 15 years. Shit, maybe even life. Like, I'm not trying to come up here and be like this hard on, oh, preacher, but I'm seeing it because I don't know how this came across my brain, but yesterday I was watching a YNW Melly case. And what's his name? YNW Borland. He went from doing life, I think it was like triple life, to doing like 5 years. He telling too. Like, whatever going on, whatever in the water, whatever in the air, whatever y'all eating, y'all need to stop. Get y'all mental together. That's what's wrong nowadays. Everybody is functioning. Not everybody, but a lot of things are functioning and going off of how we feel. Feelings are like changing a motherfucking wind. Trust me, I was just feeling like shit a few days ago. I'm fine now. See? Feeling. But I'm not going to sit there. Oh my God, I don't want it. No, I told you, I put out I recorded 2 episodes. I didn't like it. That was a feeling. I mean, not for nothing. My plan is to put some of that in here in this recording towards the end, maybe mix it in a little bit. But I mean, if I do mix it in, it'd be like cut. But then it'd pick up from where I left off. Like now. So not for nothing, us as men, man. All different races, but not to like knock anybody else. All races in this country right now. All races in the US. But mainly black men. Especially younger ones. Yo, all them F&Es, man, leave those alone, man. Leave those alone, man. If you don't listen to anybody else, because I know a lot of y'all YNs don't really listen to nobody. Trust me, I was a YN too. But you know what made me start listening to older motherfuckers, right? And this is a story I don't even tell a lot of people. But big up to my manager. He not dead no more, right? One of my first jobs that I had, I was at Walmart, right? I mean, first official job, I was like 20. It's like 20. It was like 20, yeah. My son was about to be born, right? So I'm working at Walmart. I mean, I'm a YN, I'm a hothead, nigga. I don't give a fuck what's going on, man. Fuck y'all niggas. I do. I was a good worker. Good worker. I'm cool with everybody. You feel me? I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do what I want to do. This, that, and the third. Now, it was this one man that I didn't like me because I'm not gonna pull a race card, but let's just say it was because I didn't listen and I didn't kiss ass. One thing I don't do is kiss ass. I never kiss ass, never going to kiss ass, never plan on kissing ass. That's not something I do. But anyway, now the manager that came to me, black dude, right? So he put me to the side one day. He was like, yo, you're good. You're a good worker. But they sent me back here to get rid of you. He was like, matter of fact, come on. So we had took a walk outside. We walking around the building now. We walking and talking and shit. So he like, yo, you gotta chill, man. You gotta chill. Don't you got a kid coming up, about to be born? I'm like, yeah. So he's like, yo, if you lose your job, then what? What you gonna do right now? Huh? Trying to look for another job? Then how the fuck you gonna take care of him? Huh? What are you gonna do if you lose this job right now? Nigga, I ain't about to try to run back to the streets. That was one reason why I got the job anyway, to try to get the fuck off the street so I can make sure he good. It was my oldest. Like, it was a lot of things I had put to the side, you know. That's another time for another day. And it's a bunch of other fucking stories I can, spew. But he made me wake up to the fuck shit I was doing. And once I woke up, it was really nothing nobody else could say. How they got rid of me was on some bullshit. And how I know it was on some bullshit, because one of the assistant managers, well, I'm getting off the track. Yo, chill out, man. Chill out. It ain't worth it. And I'm talking from both sides, from the ops and all the other shit. Yo, it's not worth it, man. I done lost family members behind certain dumb shit. Like, it's not worth it. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if it's over a chick, it really ain't worth it. You wanna know why? Because if you get locked up, or if you lose your life, guess what? She probably gonna fuck that nigga anyway. So it ain't worth it. Especially the times that we're living in right now. It's only gonna get worse. Right now, let me tell you something. And I was thinking about this. Because I'm not gonna I'm not gonna come on here and try to batter or beat down or none of that. I'm talking specifically to my people right now. Right? Let me tell you something. How the fuck can we show these niggas, and I'm gonna stop saying the N-word too, but how the fuck can we show these other people that we can stick together if we can't even stick together? We fight over dumb shit. And we allow ourselves to fight over dumb shit. We gotta do better than that. We have to, man. Like, prime example. I'm in Newark. I'm in Newark, New Jersey. Last week was 24 hours apiece. Why the fuck a fight broke out? The fuck are y'all doing? I don't give a fuck what the fight was about. I don't. It's not that important. It's called 24 hours apiece for a reason. What the fuck? Are you serious? You can't be that ass. Like, yo, and I love my people. I do. I wouldn't trade it to be nothing else. But what kills me is, it's like, what the fuck, son? I see all these other races of people and they stick together, and we can't even stick together long enough. Long enough. Yo, do y'all not understand? Let me tell you something. Do y'all not understand? Actually, no. Here's the wild part. We stuck together, and you see what the fuck happened to Target? Why the fuck we can't do that on the regular scale? Why the fuck we can't get out of our feelings and be adults? Why the fuck it gotta has to come to some shit like that? You let me know why the fuck it has to come to some shit like that. Why? Because all the traumas? Man, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you're an adult and you still talking about trauma that you had when you was a kid, grow the fuck up. Get that shit handled and then come back outside. Because a lot of shit that I hear is all a bunch of fucking excuses. Real shit. I don't have no space for no bullshit from now on. And that shit is killing me because all I hear is excuses and bullshit. That's it. So I'm gonna say this. Show me different than that one time that we stuck together for Target. Show me different. Show me some shit where motherfuckers can stick together and actually lift us. Let me know. I'm waiting. I had some other shit to talk about, man, but honestly, right now, fucking over it. I'll see y'all later.